Okay, welcome back for another episode of Lonely Gray. And it's going to be continue on of last time when they had a mission to see about disrupting the local Humanist Poly Club, a prejudiced and rather nasty organization that is against anything not human or mundane. And this week, few of the people are not going to be joining us, unfortunately. So we are going to be missing out on Silas, our human utility mage, as well as TikTok, the overly cybernetic human street samurai. But we still have many people here to deal with the situation, and we can see what happens here as far as this is concerned. When we left off last time, they were doing some reconnaissance, including some online hacking work within the Matrix to try and find some more information about this place. They did find out they had some social contacts and were setting up a series of plans that I believe are going to go horribly awry, and I love it. So let's get into it. Now, you guys, you realize you still had, I believe, a couple of days before the actual protests were going to go on, and you were going to get the gangs, the orc gang to come in and things like this, and then actually try to get into the place to set the bomb up. What are you guys doing in the meantime, if anything, or if nothing, then we can just fast forward.
Other than eating a lot of noodles and sharpening my sword, not a lot.
Waiting for Prime now to deliver my bomb parts.
The one thing you'll notice about the bomb that was given to you, it does have a specific, like, this side down orientation. It's not exactly a shaped charge, but it does look like it's meant to focus it so that it would do probably as little damage to the surrounding buildings as possible while demolishing this one specifically, which is probably why they suggested the second floor, so it's not just this spreading cone outward, which could damage the other higher buildings. Most likely it's set up so that this way it just goes, it hits the ground, so it doesn't spread out as more of a cone, and it just takes out the majority of this building without hurting the other. You're guessing it's been shaped specifically for that.
So it's kind of like a beefed up claymore.
Yeah.
Are there any sewer lines under the building?
I mean, yeah, it's a major city. There's always sewer lines. They probably have toilets.
Some kind of, sewer lines and some kind of... I'm not swimming through a sewer, but I can plant a bomb in the city access under the building. And then blow it up from underneath, and then it just all kind of collapses on itself. Or, we just go with plan A and have, Hume over here drop the bomb on the second floor. And
as much as I distaste handling those things, give me the rundown. How do they work?
I think I've thrown Qedhup a hook. He has no idea.
What were you asking again?
About access to under the building from sewer lines or utility lines or something.
How are you going about finding this out?
I'm sure there's like general city plans online somewhere. It's the digital future. I'm sure they've uploaded.
Okay, so you're gonna do a quick, like, basically internet search to see if you can find anything about that. It's to get the specifics of it, you're probably, I mean, the public records are, I want to say, semi-sealed. The major ways and everything, yes, of course, they're in freely available public records, but the specific wiring and everything is usually only available to the utilities that set them up. So if you do want to get them, you might have to do a bit of fancy tapping, so to speak, to get access to them. So if you would like to do that, I mean, you don't have to do a full matrix dive. It could just be a little bit of computer configuring, but explain to me how you'd like to go about getting access to some of this semi-restricted information.
Optimus Prime is at it again.
All right.
I would suppose maybe I don't know what would be the. I really don't want to go climbing through sewers if I can help it, but maybe we'll check the utility companies, I guess, see if there's any kind of.
Okay, so you're
underground
gonna basically
cable.
hack into the utility company, see if you can gain access to some of their layouts and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, we'll give that a shot.
Okay. All right. So in that case, how are you approaching this? Are you taking your time and carefully hacking in? Are you being are you being like forceful about it, just trying to brute force your way past their security system? Like how are you going about this?
We'll be careful about it. I don't want to. Oh God, set off the utilities and then like the city's coming for us and whatnot. I just want to. We'll be nice and careful and
Careful.
probe and poke at the. I'm sure poor city defenses because who's gonna highly secure city plans except for the government of Toronto, I guess.
Well, it's not highly secured. It's just that it's details like this for public security reasons just aren't as
Yeah.
well posted.
Yeah,
Uh,
in case somebody wants to blow up a building, they don't want that stuff online.
okay, so
Here-
go ahead and roll a careful approach for me, and we'll see how well this works.
Here's the weak points of our city. Haven't you?
Well, that is pretty good, actually. You are easily going to be able to find out information about it. You know that the electricity in few communication lines that it has, well, some of it's wireless, as well as the sewer, all does come up from underneath it through the main routes of the city. There is unfortunately no sewer access. The place doesn't seem to have a basement of any kind. The only sewer access that comes up seems to be for standard toilet utilities and whatnot. You are succeeding with style, so the one thing I'm going to give you is I am actually going to give you the actual basically blueprint layouts of the office building itself. So
Nice.
to reveal these,
Let's look at that, gentlemen. There you go.
so you actually get the layout of both the floors.
Fancy.
I'm gonna hollow project the layout. There you go. Let's see.
Why is there one room on the first floor that nobody can access?
That is a good question, isn't it?
Oh,
There's no doors in the blueprint, and it does show there's windows, but when you guys have probably done a quick pass out in front, both of those windows would have been blocked up as far as you can tell.
secrets. That's probably why we need to blow up the building.
Or perhaps it is something we need to look into more before we blow up building.
Oh, man, kind of something wrong with my eye today. Wow, that's not much of a loading dock, huh?
Nope.
Less of a loading dock than I thought it was. That might cause some issues.
Once again, the buildings, as far as you can tell, seems to have been a repurposed building, whereas it may have been more open once upon a time, as more of a retail location or storage depot or something like that. It's definitely been repurposed to be an office building with time. So the loading dock may be a remnant of whatever the building used to be.
Well, it looks like in order for the bomb to be in the middle of the building on the second floor, it would have to be in this office. That
Or in the bathroom.
or in the bathroom, yes. Well, you could always throw it in the bathroom, sure. Say you have what do humans get?
It is also very odd that their reception appears to be on the second instead of the first.
Makes my job easier.
Now, are these rooms labeled on the schematics, or are they just kind of?
No, because they're the city utilities that you went through. The only reason you have the blueprints is because of basically structural inspection when the city was refurbished that they had to do just to make sure everything was up to code. What the actual rooms were used for, the city wouldn't know because it's private.
Are there any? Is there anything on the blueprints that said something might be easier to break in, or is something that's not up to code that needs to be fixed? It's on the blueprints or something like that.
As far as you know, everything is up to code. As far as the blueprints and everything are put forth, the doors are modern security. The building itself is not new, so I mean it's probably not as reinforced as some of the more modern buildings, but all of the internal room separation and drywall and everything does appear to be once again an addition or repurposing of what the building used. It actually looks like the offices upstairs were pretty much always there, but all of the rooms downstairs were added in after the building was repurposed and acquired.
I'm really interested in this room here, gentlemen. I don't like human secrets. Well, I have this over here, and I'll pat my drone. You know, I think he can go through. He's gonna and I tape a little the little Amazon sticker to the side of it.
Okay.
He's now the Amazon delivery drone.
It's now a delivery drone.
Yeah.
By the way, Ked.
Yep.
The day before, I acquire a $50 gift card for Amazon and a half a dozen long stem roses.
Okay.
Here's your gift, sir. So, I guess I just go in the loading dock, and then I'm gonna go. Where's my pointer dragger? I'll go through here, and we'll see.
Do you guys, when you guys are doing little recon passes around the building, is it just out front, or do you guys actually sort of go around the building to scope it out?
Oh, I'd be scoping the whole thing. Like I would be second story scoping this thing. Like clinging to walls Spider-Man style.
Okay, so when you're scoping that out, you would notice that there's often a guy standing there. They seem to stand there sort of like a security guard, and they do come and go as in because I'm assuming you're spending a while watching them. They do seem to go in shifts. It does seem to be a post, like he's not just out there for a smoke breaker. He actually seems to be posted there.
And that's the loading dock.
Back to the internet.
Do we see while we're reconnoitering, do we see any deliveries coming and going?
Deliveries during this time, no, there's no deliveries come in during this.
So, is there a way for me to go and take online classes and become a delivery man, so I have credentials?
Do you want to fake those, or are you actually like legitimately trying to sign up to become a delivery person?
I want to see which one's going to be quicker. I know probably faking.
Probably faking it.
Yeah, but how long would it take to get me actual delivery credentials? Less time than we have, or?
Well, I mean, that's just a number. That's just your comm unit saying, "Hey, I work for this company," and with their system actually recognizing that you have a delivery number. So faking it, if you fake it, it's immediate. If you want to actually do it legitimately, you might have to go through like a hiring process, training, dealing with paperwork for HR.
Nobody likes hiring dwarves.
While you guys are checking it out, you are seeing coming from it and going to it at any one time. There does seem to be probably, you're guessing, around close to a dozen people in the building at any one time on average. Sometimes during the height of the day, it might be more. Sometimes later on, it seems to be a little bit less. Although for being a headquarters office building of some kind, it does seem to run 24/7. There's always people going in and out of it into some capacity. So there are some people there running the midnight oil, so to speak. As for people out front, I mean, it's only humans that enter or exit. During the few days before it, you do see a couple of random protesters every once in a while. You'll have like one or two angry mixtures of humans and meta-humans, both just sort of there, like with various signs like these people are murderers, or stop the hate, only have love, and things like this. They're generally ignored. No one in the building, unless they start thinking that they're going to tag the building or something, no one comes out. You do see that all of the doors have security cameras, so it's obvious that the people, as they're there doing their protesting, are being watched, probably by somebody on the inside.
Do we have a deadline on the job, or is it just soon?
It didn't seem to be that it was a rush or anything, just sort of soonish.
So we could wait. And I'm gonna be making up fake delivery credentials, but I'm also gonna be applying to be an actual deliveryman.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna actually apply. That could take a little while before you receive a response. They probably won't even respond to you for a week or two.
That's fine. But
aside from the instant generated email, thank you for your interest. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. As for faking it, if you would like to hack through and fake it, that was something I would probably have you make a roll for. How would you approach trying to make these credentials?
well, let's be clever about it. Let's make them as real looking as I can. And
Okay.
so
Okay, go ahead and roll a clever approach for me. Dang, that's pretty good.
I'm pretty clever. For a dwarf, I'm pretty clever.
That's a clever little guy.
Yeah,
Hey!
so
Who you calling little?
we're gonna do this as we're gonna be creating an advantage here, I'm going to say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a temporary aspect. You did succeed with style, so you're gonna get a boost for it. So basically you get three free invokes on this aspect. And as soon as I find the text thingy, there we go.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, we are going to name this credential.
The drone will also have delivery credentials. It's just part of it.
Well, you can invoke it on yourself.
That's why I have like the bag strapped to the drone. It's got like delivery bags on it, and he's got the little sticker on his head.
So under your temporary aspects on your character card there, I have official delivery credentials ×3. You can invoke it 3 times for free, just like you would invoke any other aspect.
All right.
So if they go to check it and you need to do like an opposed roll or anything, you can add that on, because you can be like, oh, look, I've got official credentials.
And that's like a +1 to the...
It's +2 or a reroll or what have you. just like invoking any other aspect.
See, I'm learning about aspects. I learned about it last game, and now I'm learning more about it because I wasn't here for the first game. So
no worries.
Look, guys, I'm a delivery guy now.
Interesting.
You're guessing it will only stand up to so much scrutiny, which is why it's just the aspects. But you did pretty good on it, so that's why you get the three invokes on it.
Oh, and side question: I don't have to have a sin to be an actual driver, do I?
You're guessing that it's not unusual for them to even hire the sinless on occasion.
Just
you
because they knew.
might have to go through certain channels for that, but you're guessing, especially in the scuzzy neighborhoods, certain drivers and delivery persons may be the sinless because they can pay you significantly less because you're not a person and they don't have to worry about things like minimum wage.
Money's money. I have friends. If I get picked on, well, my friends are bigger than their friends, so my friends are also robotic. So, there's that.
Well, that depends. It's Amazon. They do have a tactical division.
That's true.
Whole military subdivision.
Oh yeah, well, corporations at this in a dystopian world like that generally do have a military subdivision. So I imagine Amazon really does have a military brand.
Don't skimp on your Amazon Prime payments.
I would hate to see the IKEA branch of the military. You just have to assemble the drones as they come in.
Yeah.
Give you this little tool you've never seen before.
It's like some kind of like triple hexagonal tool. It's like, oh, okay. Insert machine gun into slot B.
What do you have? Oh, this is the drone hopper. Oh, okay.
It's 2 tables taped together with a machine gun on top. They never changed actual robots.
But yeah, so you've got the layouts of the place now. You've been scoping it out. People do come and go. They don't tend to use the side entrance very often. It's mostly the front entrance. You've seen the back entrance opened once or twice for usually during the changing of that rear security guard. It is a standard sort of like garage bay door where it slides up, and it does appear to be like a mechanical key lock, not all the fancy digital access. The other doors do seem to be more have like the fancy digital pads.
Oh, I need to actually. Oh, never mind. I got to get rid of this couch that the guy sat on anyways, so I'll be delivering that.
Okay.
Because that's not staying.
Just a whole couch. There you go.
It's just on the back of the drone. I got this couch. It's for reception. They said, I don't know. Did
That
like
would
here
not
have a couch?
staying in my apartment, so that would have been outside. So it's probably a little soggy as well.
It's under the awning. It's okay.
You don't have an awning. You live on like a main street above a bar.
Well, then
didn't pick it up.
And it's the middle of winter, and I said it's been snowing.
Well, then I will purchase an IKEA couch and deliver it.
Okay. All right.
I gotta have something to deliver. Otherwise, I'm just showing up like, I got a delivery. Where's the delivery? I don't know.
Okay, so you have an unassembled IKEA couch. Remember your spider bot's like the size of a large dog. It's
not a big couch. It's a dwarf-sized couch.
Okay, so it's like a little love seat, or even maybe like a large chair. One of those like chair and a half type things.
Yeah. I mean, the bot's strong. And then I'll be helping carry it, and I'm a dwarf. I can carry probably twice my body weight, which is like 120 pounds or something. Dwarves are strong for no reason, right? I don't know.
They're sturdy. I would definitely say they're sturdy. That's right.
The bot will do most of the lifting. He's pretty spidery.
I just like the contrast. Like, I'm bringing long stem roses and a gift card. He's bringing a couch.
Yeah, but I have to deliver something. I can't just be like, "Hey, I'm here to deliver this bomb. Where do you want it?" "Oh, over there on the credenza." Whatever. Just throw a bomb in the. Put it over there with the rest of them. There's just a pile of bombs.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do before we maybe fast forward to the wonderful day?
I'm ranting until it's time to actually do something.
I'm ready to die.
Look, I've been ready. I'm just
Just keep eating the hero food and be ready.
I'm vamping until somebody has an idea or wants to move on.
I'm only partially aware of what you're doing, and I'm running the game. So,
can we recap on what we're doing? Because I'm a little lost as well.
That's totally up to you guys.
Look, you're delivering the card and the roses. I'm gonna deliver the bomb, which is in the couch that I'm delivering, or the chair.
Well, I mean, the bomb is a cube that would be probably a good like 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. And I mean, it's not going to fit in the couch box. It's going to be like maybe taped to it or something as an extra. Because I mean, IKEA stuff comes like perfectly packaged with no spare room.
I never said everything was gonna. It's our chair. They're getting the box.
Okay.
They're getting the box with extra stuffing.
Oh, I see. So you're putting the bomb in like a box that you got from IKEA.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't elaborate on that. Everybody was like, "Let's move forward."
I thought you were actually delivering the chair.
No, the chair's mine. I bought the chair.
Oh.
I needed a delivery box.
So there's an odd shaped there's like a cubed bomb in this oblong large box with other like random packaging you've thrown in there so it doesn't slip around too much. Got it.
Like throw some like dirty laundry in there or some shit, stuff you want to get rid of.
Sounds amazing.
There's bits of the other couch from outside in there.
Okay, well, I think it's time that we get into trouble because
Leonard, I'm going to be in the building. So
sorry.
I want you to, when you set the bomb, to send me a message with some sort of like coded wording or whatnot. So if anyone's looking over my shoulder, they don't see the bomb is set.
Hey, your burrito's ready.
That works.
I'll just send the bomb is set in Dwarvish.
No.
Hey, your burrito's ready.
The car is here. The burrito's ready. Your laundry's done.
Hey, you've got a bomb too, mate. You gotta let me know.
I look over at the other bomb and I'm just like, ugh.
That bomb's probably smaller than the one I built.
Listen, I got the flowers and my cane. I'm not leaving one behind.
Well, the bombs would actually the bomb you were given is about the same size, but that's the one that's properly like almost like a shape charge type thing. Whereas your bomb is just a normal explosive device. It's just gonna blow up equally in all directions. But it's still also like it's still fairly large. Like it's the same size box that you get like a table lamp in type of thing. It's not small.
Well, good luck delivering that.
It's something we can fit in a briefcase.
It's a pretty big briefcase. Might have one of them rolling bags.
An attaché.
Well, the box you were given with the original bomb is more in a cube configuration. If you want to attempt to unpack it and repack it into a more briefcase configuration, you are willing to try, or you are able to try.
Let me at it! Let me at it! Yeah!
I'm suddenly very confident in Leonard's ability to plant his bomb. Hell, plant both bombs down there.
No thanks. Don't have enough room in the IKEA box.
Take out the garbage.
Why was I trusted with a bomb again?
Well, I'm gonna go get dressed.
Okay, so we get to the day of. Now, you know that the official protest or the everything's basically going down. What did I say? It was around 4:30 that your guys were going to show up, I think. The orc cousins, they were going to show up as around then when for the shit to hit the fan, to sort of distract them for the protest / human chain they're making around this shelter, and to deal with situations as is appropriate to make sure that they do not come back to the building should anything bad happen at the building. Hopefully the building itself will have significantly less people there as a result because of the time that you're doing this at. Do 1 second, let me adjust something. Okay, so it is approaching the time when your cousins are going to go distract them. Tell me, what is the first step? What is the first thing that has happened? I'm adding a new game aspect. 1 second, because I think this is appropriate and going to be useful. So the new okay, so I've added a new game aspect.
There's always a Tim Hortons.
There's always a Tim Hortons. Awesome. I love it.
So now you know where you could hang out.
Yeah, we're waiting at the Tim Hortons. Enjoy
there's probably a Tim Hortons across the street built into like one of the office buildings.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my nano ninja armor right now. Just dressed like an elf. Well, just a rock star elf.
Rockstar elf.
Approaching the time that before we leave, I'm spending just about an hour to almost an hour and a half in the bathroom getting myself prettied up.
Okay, you are immaculately groomed as usual. You guys probably already have a bit of a source of contention with him because of this. There's not a lot of bathroom space, and Madrick tends to take the bathroom up from you guys quite a bit.
Come out smelling like fresh baked cookies.
It bothers most of you, probably except for TikTok. I imagine TikTok just occasionally has some sort of like cartridge that he disposes of now and again, and he's fine.
Keep finding them all around the building.
little
time marks his territory.
It's just a cartridge with like the poop emoji on it.
Oh my god.
Why did you leave one on the counter again? Oh, sorry. So yes, it is approaching the time. You have gotten sort of a signal from your cousins that we're on our way to fuck some shit up. And you know that this is, the protesters are already sort of setting up their thing in the location. So your cousins in this big like motorcycle line, basically, although some of them are in cars, are heading there, and things are beginning in that area. So you know that the distraction has already begun. So how does your side begin?
As I step out of my Uber car, out of the back seat, of course I let the driver open the door for me.
Yep.
I look at my phone, and then I walk up to the building like I own it.
Okay. All right. So we've got Madrick here. And remember, you can move your own icons from this point as well.
Okay.
Now, originally, Silas was coming with you.
He's got a cold.
Apparently, he's sick. Silas had an emergency secondary mission come up, and he was unable to join. So you're going in alone now. Because you don't really have any other humans to come with you.
No. I mean, I can probably go down the street and hire some arm candy, but they're probably going to be really confused with what's going on. And that's just going to be a liability.
When I tell you to run, you run.
Darling, when I say shit's hitting the fan, run.
It's going to be one of those kind of nights, is it?
So you go up to the building. As you approach, because they were expecting you at that particular time, before you even come up and knock or signal or anything, the door opens just as you approach the door.
I just nod and make my way through. Because I got my cane in one hand, in my right hand, where it's always been, and in my cradling in my left arm is a bouquet of roses.
Okay, excellent. There is a pleasant-looking woman there, in a nice pantsuit, basically, fairly well put together. She herself seems immaculately groomed and pleasant looking. It's she doesn't seem to have any modifications that you can tell, but she's fully covered, fully clothed, and with long hair. So I mean, it's possible there's something there you can't tell, but she does appear to be fully human. And she says, "Oh, Madrick, is it? Yes."
Yes, darling.
Oh, good. You do seem to match the profile here. We were just doing some quick scans of you to make sure that you are indeed you, which you do appear to be, which is good. Good. Um, please come on in. The office, unfortunately, is upstairs due to the way the building used to be configured, so it is a bit of a walk. We do apologize.
Lead the way.
Would you like a little tour of the building before we go? I was told I should offer you such.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see how the facility is running right now.
Oh, excellent. Of course. Then yes, please come with me. And
While I'm following her, I just kind of like hook my cane on my left arm and pull up my phone and just send a quick text with a thumbs up.
okay. So she's actually leading you over to this room, showing you the facilities. Boom. Okay. This room appears to be sort of like a propaganda room. They're making graphic design for pamphlets, flyers, and things like this. Now, while you are going through this, what are the rest of you doing?
Finishing my coffee. We are literally across the street waiting for either the time to leave signal or the shit's hit the fan. Oh my god, it burns signal.
Speaking of, how is Lenard doing? What is Lenard doing? Why is Lenard doing?
Cinematic pan over.
Lenard is doing what Lenard does best and rotate, and he's approaching the back door with his delivery. Hey!
Okay. Okay. So you were approaching the back door. There is a guy there. It looks like he has a holstered pistol under his jacket, and he is sort of standing by the back door, and he was just kind of playing on his phone in the cold, shivering a little bit. Obviously, it's not probably the nicest of details, whatever his job is, but he does sort of shake himself back to awareness as you approach in front of your little bot that's currently carrying a large IKEA box. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, hey, what's going on there?"
I got this box, delivery, I don't know. They told me not to come to the front door, so I'm here. What? Do you know what this place is? I hope it's the right place. They just told me the address.
I haven't, I haven't gotten any updates that we're supposed to be having any sort of, like deliveries today. Do you mind if we scan the delivery number to make sure that this is supposed to be going through?
Sure, go ahead. I'm just following what they told me.
Okay, so he's going to be going through his system as he carefully with his little computer system checks over your numbers. Apparently not so carefully. I meant to put that as NPC, not the system. Oh, I guess system checks it. So currently he's sitting at a -2 on his roll. How are you approaching this yourself for sending him the detail?
I'm just gonna like pull it up on my data pad here that I'm sure I brought with me. and show, hey, look, there's the numbers.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's quick then. You're just sort of like quickly flashing it at him and just be like, hey, it's this. So go ahead and roll a quick approach for me. Well, you're succeeding with style. So that is definitely going to overcome because I rolled terribly.
I know how this goes. We
And look,
start rolling really nicely, and then as the night goes on, we get shit on.
Oh yeah.
I got the numbers right here. What?
Okay. He looks at it. He's like, "Well, that looks to be legit there. I don't have a record of you supposed to be delivering and everything, but
Wait, I know this place. This is that human place. Yeah, that's probably why. No one wants a dwarf showing up here. I understand.
We needed some background music going on. There we go.
Oh yeah, background music.
So hopefully that should be playing now. Roll 20.
Yeah.
It was already playing. Apparently it just wasn't. I don't even know if it's playing now.
I hear it.
Okay, there it is. There. Okay. Roll 20 is being really finicky with a whole bunch of things tonight because apparently music was already playing. I just stopped it and restarted it.
Weird. Maybe it just finished its loop and didn't want to keep going.
It's set on repeat. I have no idea, but whatever. It is going now. So he looks. He's like, well, I guess you come on inside. Does it say what department you're supposed to be delivering this to?
I don't know, man. It just says deliver. It's a couch. Look at it.
Are you just dropping it off here then? Because I can just take it then.
I would prefer to drop it off myself, but you can take the box.
If you don't know what department, how are you gonna drop it off?
I would assume it's reception. It's a couch. I mean, do you have another place for a couch?
Okay, well, I mean, there's a couple of offices and stuff.
Well,
I mean, it's the reception's up the stairs because of the way this stupid place is designed. It might be easier to just drop it off here, and that way, if it's down here, we gotta put the couch. Then we don't have to bring it down the stairs again.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. Does it look like I'm going upstairs? The drone, maybe, yeah, but I can't go up these stairs. You kidding me? With your human legs, you'll probably have a fine time. Look at me. I'm like 2 foot
if you don't want to go up the stairs, then no problem. Just leave it here.
All right, I'll just walk it inside and drop it off.
Oh, okay. So with that, he opens, like he takes out a key, unlocks it, and he does open the sliding door, and he's like, yeah, just drop it right there.
I'll just go right here, slide it off the back of the drone, push it against the wall, and hey, yeah, thanks. Can I get your signature on this for me here? Just proof that I delivered it.
Oh yeah, sure. Here. And then he just signs it.
All right, there we go.
It's a little big.
There's the package.
A little big. There we go. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the delivery there, bud. Stay warm. Have a good one, eh?
Yep. Have a great night and try not to, freeze to death. And I'm out of here.
How long do you have? Is the bomb set for any time or anything right now, or is it just set as a secondary bomb in case the first bomb goes off, so it's a bigger boom?
It is set, but it's set for longer than the first one.
Okay, and how long is that?
Probably set for like 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
I'm
okay.
assuming that's counting down right now.
Yeah, and I'll send a thumbs up with like a 24-minute type message.
Okay.
24 minutes, no
24.
burritos.
Bah-bah.
It's just thumbs up on either side of the 24. It's like, yeah, and then a little like emoji with the tongue out pops up next.
So Madrick, you now know you have 24 minutes until danger time.
Okay. Being a gambler, like a professional gambler, I would look at it, and internally I'm screaming. Externally, I've got the smoothest poker face ever.
You were warned.
Okay. Internal screaming. Got it.
Is that a
He's
an aspect?
currently making diamonds in his colon.
So I just, while she's like talking and pointing stuff out, I just quickly like set a timer on my phone
Yep.
for 20 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Just like alert and be like, hey, get going. And then I will proceed on the tour, just knowing that the box is like ticking down in my head.
Okay. I mean, she seems to be taking her time about this. You're a guest. She imagines you're going to be here for a while. So she's like discussing about the promo department and how they're doing such a great work with everything. And she even brings you over to look at the computer and some of the stuff they're working on, even offers to show you some of the pamphlets and whatnot. Like she is not rushing by any means. She is definitely taking her time showing you around.
It's just every like now and then I'll just look at my phone real quick.
Okay.
And look at the pamphlet and I'll just like give my criticism. I was like, can you make it a bit flashier? It's got to catch the eye.
I mean, she just shrugs. One of the people at the desk looks at it and goes, oh man, flashy, sure. I guess I could take a look at it. This might be a little plain. Yeah, you're right. Good tips there. Good tips. You know what? Yeah, I like your tips there, buddy. Why don't you should go across the hall to the HR guys and talk to them. About approaching us for our ideas and stuff like that. And you'd probably want to see them anyways. And the lady who you're gathering is probably the receptionist. Actually looks and you goes, well, that's a good idea. Why don't we go to the HR next, just to show you how we put the human in human resources.
Well, I kind of look at my watch and I'm like, I got a few more minutes. I do want to deliver this, and I gesture to the bouquet of roses.
Oh yes, of course.
The whole reason I'm here. Perhaps I can come stop by your HR department another time. Let's make a date with it. Put me in the planner.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. I'm sorry about that. Yes, you were here to give this for Mr. Parsons, weren't you?
And I kind of look at the roses as well. Well, no, not these. And I reach into my inside pocket and pull out the Amazon gift card and hand it off to her. And I was like, that's for Parson. And then I hand the roses over to her, and these are for you.
Oh, why, thank you. I will definitely put these at my desk. The gift card, however, I mean, why don't we go give that to Mr. Parsons right now? He's only just down the hall.
Yeah, either way, and I quickly look at my phone again.
Okay. You have about, I'd say 15 minutes left.
Before my phone goes off?
Before the bomb goes off. So.
Okay.
So about 11 to 12 minutes till your phone goes off.
I would like to also begin hacking in and setting off a fire alarm.
You want to set off the fire alarm for the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that way, it's not only everybody's out, but it's an escape for him if needed.
Okay. All right. And you're hoping to do this digitally through the system then, by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and how are you approaching this with their system?
Well, I have his login credentials, don't I?
You have his name.
Well, no, I mean, Madrick. He gave me his login credentials for the website.
Oh yeah, for the website.
Yeah, and then I just go in from
for,
there.
Like, general info and whatnot. You're not sure if the actual building system is based off their website.
Walking through, where would I have seen fire poles?
There are a couple of fire poles throughout like the hallways, like a standard building. They're probably connected to the system. I mean, everything nowadays kind of is, but there are mechanical poles as well. And she is actually bringing you down here. Now, as you go down this hallway and you start going down to this mini hallway to the one door, You look behind you and you see this guy. He's actually looking at a package, and actually he's taking out a box cutter, and it looks like he's about to open up the box.
I stopped in my tracks and I turned to him and was like, "Excuse me,
Oh, hey, how's it going?
what do you do here?"
Oh, well, I just sort of handle the shipping and receiving areas for whenever anything comes in or out. I just got to I just received a package here, going to give it a little gander, make sure everything's on the up and up, and probably ship it upstairs once I do.
Alrighty. Just getting to know of all the employees.
Oh, yeah, I heard about you coming. You seem like kind of an important guy. Welcome to the place. We try to be friendly here. I mean, I myself, up until a few months ago, I was just a homeless street rat, and then these wonderful people brought me in and gave me a job. It's a pretty good place, let me tell you.
I walk over and offer a hand, nodding towards the receptionist as I go and greet the doorman.
Okay, yeah. So you go over to him. He stands up. He sort of sets the box cutter on top of the box, and he stands up and he extends his hand as well. And you're carrying a briefcase, or no? You're carrying the box with your bomb in it as well, right?
No, I am not.
Okay, where is the second bomb, right?
We did not actually discuss it, but the last I said I didn't want anything to do with the bomb.
Okay, so right now which I would like to know, Leonard, which bomb did you deliver? Was the one you made or the one you were given? 'Cause I believe you said you were bringing in the one you made in the IKEA box, right?
I did, yes. You
Okay.
idiot.
Okay, just clarifying, everything is going great. So yes, you go over, you shake his hand.
I wish to proceed to ram my delivery vehicle into the side of the building.
I quickly pull up my phone and send a signal that I need a distraction. While I'm shaking the guy's hand.
Okay,
Alright,
you're shaking the guy's hand and you're sending like, I don't know, fireworks emoji or something.
I'm gonna come back around the corner and bang on the big garage gate here.
Okay. So as the guy's shaking your hand, and you have like a minute or two of small chit chat. So you're guessing you have a little bit less than 10 minutes till your alarm goes off, which would give you roughly like 4 minutes to leave. But you got about 10 minutes till the alarm goes off, and all of a sudden there's a banging on the gate behind him, and he looks and he goes, "Oh, who is that? Who's that? Sorry about this. I'm gonna have to open the gate, so it's gonna get a little chilly here. You might want to go rejoin the Sherry over there. I believe she was showing you around."
Well, at that point, I look at my watch and I was like, "Oh." I turned to Sherry and I was like, "I'm really sorry. I do have a dinner date I have to meet. You know how it is, though. This was a quick stop by and deliver. But I really hope."
I'm sorry about that. Well, Mr. Parsons is right here, actually. Just one second.
Just a quick meet then. And I'm like, my poker face is starting to wilt a little bit.
It's all going according to plan.
So you're here. A new guy comes out. He seems to be a fairly young individual. He's got one of those like crinkled, ill-fitting suits. Like, he picked up the suit at like a thrift store. Like, it's not fitted to him whatsoever. It's like, my first suit type of situation. Definitely looks like he's probably recently acquired it. He's probably moving up in the ranks. And yeah, he comes out and he's like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I heard you were here to recognize me for what I've been doing. Thank you, sir."
I walk over quickly, shake his hand, and as I let go of the hand, I snap my fingers to Cherry and to offer the Amazon gift card.
Oh yes, the Amazon gift card. She roots around for a second, sort of shuffling with the flowers that she has. Oh yes, here. It would be, of course, best if you were to officially present it. So here, and she hands you the gift card back.
I take the gift card and I present it towards him. It's like, you're doing fine work. Thank you for all your hard work and keep it up. And I just like I give him like a tap on the shoulder, and then I quickly pull up my
out of the corner of your eye, you see, like, although like since you walked away from the guy, he's retaken up the box cutter and is actually about to begin cutting into the box.
I'm still banging on the door.
He's like, okay, 1 second. And there's this big flash of cold. It looks like he was going to wait because people are here, but now he opens it up. So all of a sudden there's this like bitter wind that rushes in with a little bit of snow. And it's even though it's still fairly early because of the time of year and the cloud cover and everything, it's still kind of dim outside. But yeah, so he's standing there with a box cutter in his hand. The guy looks at you and goes, "Oh, hey, what are you doing back?"
Oh, hey, yeah, you forgot to sign this. I needed another signature down here.
I look at my phone with the door opening and the chill going through the room. I was like, well, it's been really nice meeting you. My driver is waiting right now. I have to go, unfortunately. Thank you for the tour. And I just kind of turn, lock eyes with Lenard, and then just...
Oh, of course. Wait, one moment. We had a gift package for you as a thank you. It's just upstairs. It'll take me 1 moment to go get it. I hope you don't mind. It will just take a moment. I do apologize. I didn't realize you weren't coming upstairs, or I wouldn't have left it at reception. We figured you were at least coming to reception. Visiting here, it is sort of a policy you have to sign in. Would you mind just a moment, just signing in to say that you were here? It's just waiving your credentials, a quick one. I would get in trouble if we didn't.
Hey, you're that human that spit on me.
I just turn like, excuse me?
Yes, you. I don't remember those ugly feet anywhere.
Oh, darling. You're picking a fight with the wrong person.
Oh, yeah? Come down here and say that.
You know what? I'm going to do something.
Run
Okay.
away insulted. What is your problem?
If this is negative, this is actually going to be bad for you. Okay. The guy with the box cutter instantly gets, like, you see this flash of anger over top of him. Actually, you know what? I am going to spend a fate point of my own and compel him for that. Because this guy actually has a trait, hidden rage problems. So as the dwarf, start saying bad stuff about humans, I mean, all in all, he was considering the place. He was being fairly nice to you before, and all of a sudden he gets really angry. He drops the box cutter, actually lifts up the box, and looks like he's about to chuck it at you, saying, "Get the hell out of here! We don't want your package here, buddy."
Why didn't you bring the other bomb, you jerk? It was your one job.
It's in the car.
Hey, no need for violence. Look, I'm just doing my job. I'm just angry. He spit on me. I didn't know what to do. Look, I'm out of here, okay? I got the signature. I'm gone.
Okay. It looks at the moment like he's about to throw the box at you. Are you going to do anything to convince him or stop him to do so?
Why, I guess I could try to convince him. Like, hey, look, you get fired if you don't throw the couch. If you throw the couch at me, man, it's not delivered. Then I have to take it back. It's damaged. You know, I understand. Humans don't like me. Look, I don't even like me. Look at me. I can't even look at myself in the mirror and hate myself.
I'm going to say that's a quick approach because you're just trying to rapidly think on your feet as you're going. So can you roll a quick for me?
I could try. I sure can.
Okay.
Pretty good. I'm assuming all the attention has been drawn to Lenard right now.
All the attention has been drawn over there. The only person really paying it, I mean, they're all sort of not paying attention to you. I'm actually going to assume everyone's sort of standing more like this now.
I'm gonna like no hand look text like fire alarm. Like a fire and an alarm bell.
Fire emoji.
Is
Yeah.
there?
Okay. Anyways, I am going to. 1 sec.
This is all going so well. I'm really glad you didn't bring the bomb.
Okay, so currently,
It is.
convincing him to put the box down isn't working. You're on the cusp of doing so. You can see him hesitate for a moment, but at the moment, he still seems to be wanting to chuck this box at your head, like it's been tainted due to the meta-human delivering it and then being an asshat about it. So do you want to succeed at a minor cost or invoke an aspect?
Is it possible I can intervene on that?
If you
Like
would like
anonymously?
to maybe invoke an aspect on his behalf, you could.
I don't suppose the delivery credentials would help.
Well, convince me how they would.
I mean, I'm just here doing my job. And he should just be there doing his job. I mean,
Okay. So,
Look, I'm-
we're still new at this, so I'll help you out a bit. I mean, delivery credentials.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
didn't
it is official credentials. You work for Amazon. It's a big mega corporation. You do know. I mean, all of this stuff is sort of on the up and up, which means it was probably legitimately ordered. So, if you want to spend that and give yourself the +2,
Yeah, I
then-
mean,
and
like-
use one of those.
I mean, like, hey, look, man, I just work for Amazon. You don't really want to piss them off, type thing, by throwing away the delivery and injuring one of their drivers. I mean,
Okay. Yeah, so in that case, you're at a 6. You're currently succeeding, not with style, but you are succeeding. And he's like, fine. And then he like gently sets the box down.
then I'm out of here. I'm gone.
While their attention is drawn that way, there's a fire pole next to me, right?
Yeah. There'd be a fire one next within reach of you.
I'm going to cleverly tell the person to follow him out, make sure he's gone. And while they're like still looking that way, I'm going to pull the alarm.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a clever for me to see if you can convince him to do so. Pretty good.
All right.
1 second here. Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't going to compel you with anything, but I don't think I'm going to. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, he is. I'm just gonna give it to you. Yeah. He's like, oh sure, I'll make sure he gets off the property. And then this guy sort of leaves the box alone, and he heads outside. I'm assuming that you're down
I'm
a bit, so
farther down.
he starts heading outside. Actually closes the gate behind himself after, just so the cold air stops going out, coming in. And then you pull the fire alarm.
Yeah, while their view is looking that way.
I'm going to have you roll a sneaky for me for pulling this fire alarm to see if you're able to do so subtly enough that they don't notice you doing it. Okay, so at the moment, you do not seem to be succeeding. You can succeed at a minor cost, or you can attempt to invoke something, an aspect of some kind, for +2 or reroll.
I'm going to use my fancy cane to give me a bit of a reach and just look like I was swinging it around.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Sure. So we'll remove one of your fate points here, and yeah, so you're currently succeeding.
So it was probably just out of arm's reach. So I just quickly used my fancy cane to use the cobra head to grab it real quick.
Okay. I'm going to say I am also going to spend a fate point of my own. Due to the fact that it's a dystopian future, there are obviously going to be cameras everywhere. So we are currently back to being tied.
You just
You can
had to
succeed
forget
at a
about it.
minor cost, or you could try to invoke another aspect.
I will succeed at a minor cost.
Succeed at a minor cost. Okay. You pull it off. They don't notice you, but your cane is temporarily broken. For the rest of the session, you can until you say that you go and get it repaired, you cannot use your cane aspect.
It's like a chunk taken out of the side of the cobra head.
How
Isn't it?
dare.
It's not so fancy at the moment. So temporarily, your cane is basically disabled.
Oh boy.
But you do manage to pull the fire alarm, where the two of them suddenly start, and they start looking around, going, "What's that? What's going on?" I don't know.
I just pulled my hand and was just like, remain calm, orderly fashion. It's probably just a drill.
I don't see any fire. And then the receptionist goes, "Oh, I better go check with the boss. I'll be right back." And then she actually starts going up the stairs. So she actually leaves. This guy just sort of stands here in a panic, waiting for her to return.
Question mark emojis. Big bubbly ones.
I look at him and was like, go help her. Make sure everyone gets out of the building.
Oh, okay, sure.
And once he's gone, I saunter out.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna die, and it's
Looking
your
at my
fault.
phone, and I'm just like, a bead of sweat is going down the side of my face.
You leave like your alarm is about to go off.
That gives them 1 extra minute.
And then I just walk down the street and into a nondescript Uber vehicle that's been waiting.
So this one guy has Lenard. This one guy has followed you, sort of a little bit down the street, not too far, but he's like basically shooing you until you get off to the street proper, away from the building.
That's
well,
okay.
the two of you are sitting there having a couple of Timbits and a nice coffee, maybe a hot chocolate.
Have they brought back the duchy?
Yes, the duchy is currently a thing. So you could have one of those. Yeah, you're just sitting there in just the cheap plastic seats and just having a coffee. You never got a please help text. You according to your phones, time is about to count down. Time is counting down, and
I'm
you're
assuming
just
my
waiting
alarm's
there.
gone off.
Your alarm's gone off. You've already sort of gone down the street. I'm assuming
am-
you're not waiting for an Uber or anything. I'm assuming you're just booking it.
I'm gonna give it like a 30-second. I'm just
I am
text like
really
30 seconds.
off right now, so I walk down the street to where my Uber driver is waiting, and I just open the door myself, climb in, slam it, and then send me a message that it's done.
It's done. Okay.
It
And I'll
is
just-
finished.
So you put the I don't. What's code for a bomb?
Laundry is in the dryer.
But you didn't do anything.
I've done plenty. I look at my broken cobra head cane. I've done plenty.
This guy's still following me, right?
With that, everyone that is in the area feels the rumbling explosion and the concussive force. Some of the glass at the side of the Tim Hortons actually cracked from the force itself, because this is a general concussive, like explosive bomb in every direction. It's not shaped or anything in any way.
It's a good thing they make this stuff out of hockey glass, eh?
I just type in oops.
From down the street, you guys sort of poke your head down and you see the structural integrity of a building actually give way and collapse. And of the building it's attached to also give way and collapse. And it looks like there's probably some crumbling of the other buildings behind it as well. Several buildings have actually been taken out in this particular scenario. Even the building that's to the left of it probably sustained some damage. You hear there's dust flying everywhere that's now mixed with the snow. There's screaming happening all around you. And actually the power sort of flickers on and off for a moment before finally settling to being off. And at that moment, everyone sort of goes quiet for a moment as the shock of the darkness kicks in, because, by now it's closer to 5 o'clock. It is winter time. It is overcast. It is snowy. So it is starting to get dark already, despite being so early. And all power has now suddenly been shut off.
And we're on a north-south road, not an east-west road.
And there's like sobbing in the background. More people start screaming. You hear like occasional screams coming from the roadway itself. There's electrical discharges of like probably some connections for electrical having been busted. There's sprays of water from sewer mains being taken out. Thankfully, you did look, and it wasn't an area that was big for gas mains.
Is this a mini nuke?
I said oops.
It was a good-sized bomb, and it was set up like not in the middle of the building.
It's not my fault. I did what I was told to do.
It's just these are all old buildings. They weren't the newest or most structurally sound, and the one building was literally connected to the other building, and then it was right near the back, near the other buildings. So that's why it kind of took out 4 buildings. With that, I would like to take a little 10-minute break. And I do believe we'll be back to deal with the repercussions of your first well-planned terrorist attack. So I will return in about 10 minutes. Okay. So I think we are good to start. Everyone is back, yes? Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes, picking back up. Your Madrick is driving away in his Uber. Lenard is a good distance away. I mean, the guy completely stops paying attention to you when the bomb goes off, of course, because he just escaped certain death as his building collapses.
I'm gonna whisper "You're welcome" and run away.
Welcome.
That went off without a hitch.
And you two are standing in behind the cracked panes of glass in the Tim Hortons, the lights off now. Everyone's sort of rambling in a panic. So what is Marcus and Sagath doing at this moment?
I guess we should go home.
Of course, you already hear some sirens in the distance.
Just in the group chat is now LOL and then a mushroom cloud. And then oops again.
Oh yeah, someone's doing like a live Instagram. There's like a local like a bystander, someone that's not actually mixed in the middle of it. And they're doing like a live Instagram thing. There's already, the reason you're partly going to get a delayed response where you are now is they're according to this video feed already watching a police presence as there's several bloodied people, both human and non-human, on the ground. It looks like there may have been some firearm discharge. There have been some fighting. There's a lot of people in handcuffs. There's lots of screaming and things going on. It definitely looks like whatever situation happened escalated. So you guys just do this like walk of shame out of the Tim Hortons.
It's a walk of disbelief. It's like I wish Steve was here. It's like if the Leafs won the cup again.
Okay. Yeah, you just you start this trudging through the snow. sort of coughing a little bit and shooing away the dust that's mixed into the air as well. Because I mean, several buildings collapsed. There's a lot of that in the air at the moment. And in the biting cold that is happening in midwinter, you just slog through this now even darker terrain because of everything that's mixed in the air as you slowly start to wade your way home. I'm assuming everyone is heading home.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop off at a store and get some snacks.
That's well, yeah. You blew up four buildings. I mean that deserves a nice bag of Doritos and salsa con queso.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you get some snacks. Madrick, you'd probably be the first one to get back because you were already in like an Uber.
I'm seething in the back of the Uber car.
You would get home in your newly found rage. The others are hot on your tail. They get home not long after you. I'd actually say Lenard actually takes the longest because he has to browse around the Avondale or 7-Eleven or wherever the hell he stopped. And yeah, eventually you're all sitting there. It's sort of this quiet disbelief. No one's talking. You're just sitting there stunned, looking at each other. When like Lenard just suddenly strolls in, munching on some pork rinds or something, and just like, hey.
Hey guys, how's it going? Did you see that boom? Wow.
The fuck
I used a bit too much.
that?
Well, tall boy over there left his bomb in the car.
Why
Speaking of which, Madrick, what did you do with your bomb?
It's on the table.
Oh, I get a new bomb. I'm gonna grab it up.
I smack Leonard's hand with the cane, the broken part.
Okay.
Oh, fine. At least I have a couch. I'll sit on my couch.
Lenard, where did you get the parts for that bomb?
I ordered them online.
What's in it?
Wires and metal and fertilizer, some nitroglycerin, some uranium.
How did you even get uranium?
Craigslist.
Craigslist.
The same guy was also selling several kilometers worth of fencing for some reason.
I bought that too. That comes next week. I had to make it look legit. What? You guys wanted it gone. It's gone. It's not my fault he can't remember the proper bomb.
Do you guys have like the TV on in the background or anything like that?
No, we would have had the TV on, our phones open for like news feed and stuff like that.
Okay. Yes. So one of the biggest news feeds actually is a reporter speaking to a representative from the Humanist Poly Club. Apparently it was the headquarters founder, which although he was supposed to be in the building that day, actually didn't show up to work due to some personal responsibilities. He somehow already has access to some local camera feeds showing the blurred image of a dwarf delivering a mysterious package to the headquarters, as well as the fact a bunch of orcs attacking some humans at an unspecified location within the city, and the head founder of the Humanist Poly Club going on about the metahumans becoming a larger threat than ever, and how it's time for humanity to rise up and band together against these threats.
Oh, we have been played to like a bad fiddle.
See, I wanted to hack into the other place, but you wanted to blow up stuff, but nobody ever listens to Lenard. And now you have a city block that's gone.
We are looking at our Johnson right now. That's him right there.
Leonard, is it possible to go on and see if he's taking out a large insurance claim following the weeks before the big kaboom?
I could give it a shot.
I go downstairs to Murdy, order myself a martini, and start ordering seeing if there's potentially somebody that specializes in antique cane repairs.
In Murdy's?
Well, on my phone.
Oh, okay, on your phone. Yeah, there are. I mean, they don't specialize in cane repairs per se, because I don't think that's a thing. But there would be specialized artisan crafters for jewelry and accessories that you could probably pin down.
Yeah, I will try and get in contact with one of them.
Okay. So for the rest of you, Leonard, are you like full diving into the Matrix then?
Yeah,
And-
yeah. I'm like on my couch that I've pushed into the corner, and I'm just plugged in, and I'm like,
Okay.
and then
So
just diving in.
he's on his, well, he calls it a couch, but once again, it's sort of like one of those chairs and a half type thing. To him, it's a couch because he's so tiny.
That's where I sleep. The other
yeah.
guy ruined my stuff.
Actually,
Yeah. It's like not even a love seat.
the chair plus.
Yeah. So yeah, he just sort of slumps over and enters the Matrix while you two just stare at disbelief at the miniature dwarf, bomb on your coffee table, and the news in the background.
If I were to strangle him right now, would anyone care?
Your phone
The-
vibrates with a no.
The drone kind of perks up though, and it kind of stands in front of the couch.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go take this and put it someplace not here. And I'm going to pick up the bomb, and I'm going to go do elf cyber ninja things and make it go away.
You're just gonna like run off rooftop to rooftop and just leave it somewhere?
I'm going to tuck it away in case we need it someplace secure, but I'm not going to...
Okay, so you're not just like leaving it in a random dumpster somewhere or something.
No.
You're actually securing it at
Yes.
like a hidden cache of some kind.
I don't
That is
think
correct.
I didn't tell anybody the passcode to actually activate that bomb, anyways.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you told all of us.
Oh,
Yeah, because
In
it
case
wasn't
you got-
it wasn't you that was going to set it. Remember, it was going to be Madrick, so they needed.
what a shame.
So Leonard, you are once again Optimus Prime.
I am now a nondescript dragon. Optimus-
You've changed your avatar to be a dragon.
Yep, Optimus Prime was the one that went with the humanity thing. Now it's a different kind of.
Okay. So you changed your avatar. You're now this like dragon.
Yeah, it's just like a green dragon. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing special.
All right. And so what are you looking for? What are you doing in the Matrix?
I'm just kind of. Somebody said search for giant insert in policies being taken out on the building or something, and so I'm just kind of. I'm looking for that. I assume the
Okay.
news said the guy's name.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of maybe probing for that. Probing for his name plus insurance policy.
Okay. Yes. His name you can find right away because once again it was saying it. His name is Francis Parsons,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. That makes
oh
sense.
my.
the uncle of Abel Parsons,
That makes sense.
who is going on on his live feeds is shedding a tear for his dear lost nephew.
Oh, nobody made it out.
No.
No.
Why did it?
How many times have you been in the building when someone pulls the fire alarm and everyone waits there for like half an hour for someone to say, maybe we should go?
Never. Every time a fire alarm's been pulled, they're like, "Get out! Get out! Outside on the front lawn while we do head counts because that's school. Otherwise, we just die in a
Well,
fire."
they're not at school. They're at a private organization like club.
Oh, I've
and
just been.
no one
I've been
saw
the first
fire.
one.
Working in a mall when the fire alarm goes off, it does not deter the customers at all. They
Oh, I'm
not
just
give a
out.
shit.
Screw that. I'm not
No.
like even if there's no fire, I'm like, yeah, I get to go
Most-
outside.
Most people do not react quickly. They do not act. They only react when told.
Ah, those people
And
are
it takes a while to get going. And you guys had literally 4 minutes.
That's okay. I have thinned the herd of stupid humans.
But yeah, that's his name, Francis Parsons.
All right.
Searching for insurance policies and whatnot, that you're actually gonna need to roll for, because it's gonna be a bit of digging.
Do I have a place for notes?
I haven't made anything for you. Did you want me to
I'll
make
just-
a notes thing for you?
I will start a notepad.
Okay, that works.
Francis Parsons. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? It's gonna stay because I can't spell and I know that much. Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly kind of poke at the different insurance companies and.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's a careful. So go ahead and roll a careful for.
Oh, cool.
That's okay. Assistant. Okay, you're fine. This place doesn't exactly have the most advanced systems for just inquiring about general information. You're able to just bypass some of the low level security easy enough and pop in. The headquarters for the Humanist Poly Club had in fact just taken out an insurance policy due to the fact that they had only renovated the building a few weeks ago and immediately took the insurance policy out on all the fancy new renovations, in spiking the insurance outtake from it almost double what it would have been previous.
Oh. So I will kind of send that information to everybody. If I can, without like, is there a way I can just like throw it in a notepad and send it, or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can just message it.
Yeah, just kind of.
You've got like a group chat or something going on, most likely.
Yeah, some kind of secure group chat. I'm just like, here.
I look at my phone and I go,
Anyways, all of your phones buzz as you receive into your runners accounts 6,000 shiny new dollars.
I got paid even though people died. Cool.
And your fixer actually says, the Johnson says, well done. You did exactly what he wanted, and I didn't think you did, but apparently he's very happy. And he says, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Okay. And then I'm going to unplug.
But for the couple of you that were watching the news broadcast, at the very moment that you received the money on your phones, you also noticed that Francis Parson was on his phone doing something during the news broadcast, looked up at the camera and winked.
fuck's sakes.
Oh, I'm hunting that son of a bitch down.
Oh.
Just on principle.
Humans are
Just
so
on
cocky.
principle.
Hey, Sagat, you still have that bomb?
I haven't even returned yet. You don't know what happened to the bomb because you had already jacked in when I took it.
You would just come out and see the bomb's not on the coffee table anymore.
Hey, who moved my toy? Like, where'd the bomb go, guys?
I need a distraction tonight, so I'm going through my contacts and looking through just whoever's available. Insert booty call here.
Okay. So yeah, some waif that you've likes to fool around, has a good time, but also isn't looking for any sort of commitment. So she's all good with whatever. I am also going to overlay to token layer. There we go. Just so we see how many people were in the building. So what? 4, so 8 deaths.
That's
all
just
right.
that
One
building.
guy escaped.
That's
New
just
record.
that building.
That's just that building. Yes, 8 deaths from that building alone. You're guessing probably about, I would say, 34 other people also were. Actually, 34 other people were at least injured. Probably about a dozen of them killed. So
New high
you're looking at
score.
almost 20 deaths caused by the explosion.
Leonard isn't sad. He's just kind of. He doesn't really. It's not. It's not that he's happy that the humans are dead, but yeah, it serves him right, type thing.
All right. So once again, you have received your monetary reward. You got a job well done. Your fixer seems happy. I mean, he doesn't seem to know what's going on according to his message. He just knows that you already got a feedback from your new Mr. Johnson, and that the Johnson was indeed very happy with the way the job was handled.
I have a feeling his nephew was like a bumbling idiot that he just wanted out of the bloodline.
Well, he's out of the bloodline, but all over the walls.
His blood
What
is everywhere
walls?
now.
Exactly. I'm sure he's probably visiting the Tim Hortons or something.
So with that, you once again, Sagath returns. Madrick has his drinks, but eventually returns. And we are going to leave the final scene once again of everyone sort of sitting awkwardly, silently around the now empty table. Some of you with drinks. Lenard finally coming back out of the Matrix. Even your bot sort of sitting there, like looking back and forth repeatedly, but not making any sounds as the news plays on in the background about the horrible terrorist attacks by metahumans. One thing you will notice is there's no footage of Madrick being anywhere around there. It specifically focuses on the dwarf and then the orc attack as well.
Oh no, that's going to be used for later for blackmailing me.
And we zoom out as we just see everyone it's one of those silent situations where like the only sound is every once in a while you hear like the and then the screen goes to black, and that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.